Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this channel. Welcome to I Am the Remedy. Not to be confused with egocentric, that only me is the remedy. No, you are also the remedy. The whole philosophy behind this statement is that we are all the remedy in our lives. And sometimes that's easier to see than others. There are many ways that we can sort of trick ourselves into believing that we are progressed when we didn't really get the final piece to move to that next level. For example, there are many different levels within this consciousness game. And why is it a consciousness game? Well, most beings are in the thought patterns. That means that they think that they can create their own reality. And they can. And they have. Many are not so good at it. And that you can just tell by the expressions of the human from a higher vantage point that can see higher. We can see that, oh, that's cute. He's projecting onto that other being and then blaming that energy that he or she projected, you know? And the other being on the other side can of course feel that as well if they're sensitive enough. But if that being is also in a dualistic perspective, they don't even know, they can't comprehend fully what's going on from that perspective. What does that mean? For as long as you look at the world view the same way. Yes, that means that we have to completely shift world view from the really foundational stage. And this is where, I get beings that are skeptical. I really get that. I've been skeptical my entire life, being in the dualistic perspective. I was skeptical about A Course in Miracles. I thought The Course in Miracles was, I see a rainbow, hey! I thought The Course in Miracles, I'm receiving that as the upgrade that it is. Rainbows are signs of upgrades, that you are leveling up in the body. You can have an interpretation of what it is in the intellectual sense, and that can fit that framework. And you can even only look through that filter of perception, but that is the dualistic perspective. Because if you're only seeing through there, regardless of what story it is, you have to align that story with the true story of the body. That's when you get a connection, and that's when you as an individual expand into the holistic perspective. Many have already gone through this transition of awakening. This is the awakening. And this is how we are actually ascending up in frequency, by comprehending more. And right now, this non-dualistic perspective, that's been going on for centuries. That's not some new thing. You are very sold on these new, hip and trendy, cool words that you need sort of like, oh, I need something new. You're so used to getting fed something new from the childhood, being fed all the time, being nurtured. Give me, not fully developing your own energetic 2 feet. Many are still operating their adult bodies in the dualistic perspective. Operating their bodies in dualistic ways, thinking that they're good because they comprehend the knowledge. Comprehending the knowledge is just for first part of the game. Unless it is anchored, it is just an idea. That means that the reality and what you think from the knower, there is a mismatch. When there is a mismatch, you are not aligned. The beings that are feeling that, can sense that. It's clear. Especially the beings that know energy, which has been so hidden for many to learn how to truly manage your energy, because that has been the form of manipulation in the dualistic perspective. There are lots of different energy ways of manipulation. Is manipulation still, right? It doesn't matter what you call it. Oh, sales tactic, it's still manipulation of energy. The question is, can you back it up? Can you back up your claim? That's the question. And that can only be done through the body. That's how you back it up. Because then you're actually proving it. You're actually either carrying something out. It's not enough to just know it intellectually. This is what the whole trick has been. We have to learn our human energy so that we can fully grow up. Because only from there, when we are matured enough that we have these two, masculine and the feminine, integrated, only then can you read your environment and see if you're being taken for a ride. You can only feel. The body will let you know. And that is the primal instinct of the body. That has been messed with. What means what? And so it's highly advised to retrain that in order to claim back your sovereignty of your own energy, so that your energy is not being siphoned to this one or that one or all of these outside forces, seeming that what? That you projected the power over there. Take back everything. Not to get confused with this over spiritual, you are me, I'm you. Don't get lost. That is too up there. Only if there's good foundation is that a good idea. You see? If you have a good foundation, trust, openness, respect, mutual, like there are things that needs to happen if you want to join with another, right? But we suggest that you all harmonize within first, because only through that within, so that your knower, you actually look after your body first and listen to your signals. Well, you're not going to get the full picture. Unless you have connected the right dots, what means what, you can't fully see the full picture. We were lost in this body, in the dualistic perspective, trying to figure stuff out. We didn't remember that we could connect to higher beings. We had projected it outside. So we believed fully that only other people can do that. Boy, did Gaia teach us after years of that. Fully claiming, taking back power, sort of, right? Projecting and creating a scenario on the outside, which of course it is a projection, but it's not like it's not real, like it's, oh, it's not real, but the underlying energy of that is like it has no importance. That's not it. It has tremendous importance. What you do. How well are you managing this place? Have you learned? Do you see the patterns? You see? Staying centered in the body. Proud of who you are because you have focused. You have used your God-given will, your focus, and you have created something more with it from your own free will. That is where you get self-respect. regardless if it is that you just had a wonderful day. You manifested a wonderful day in your situation. Everything is possible. The divine, the Holy Spirit comes through everyone when you are properly situated in the only place that you and your power can be reflected properly from the outside, which is here. Seated in your own place. That's where your power is. And when you sit there and you feel, that's when you truly can make sense of this environment. Just like a body, just like an animal sniffs and knows what it is. Dogs, they're excellent at reading energy, using their senses. Not only through their smell, they're feeling, sensing. They're feeling energy. So, there are so many sensations that you also can tap into when you tune into your body. These are the byproducts of what humanity has done to themselves by deeming witchcraft something that doesn't exist. No, I don't believe in that. Casting it out, trying to create your own reality, but it will only get you that far. The only thing that you can do, you know it, is to harmonize. Is to harmonize and to stay within. One thing is to stay within, because that's when your work starts. For whenever you are looking out there, of course there are ways to look out there, but use it comprehending how to move forward in a better way. Reading this environment properly, knowing that if I am reading it this way, then what is projected, if I don't own it, it will be projected outside. It will be shown outside. It's just law. It's just how Gaia and energy and projection works. If you don't comprehend something, and it will be projected. What is hidden becomes projected. But you're always getting more chances when you want to grow in frequency. When you start to see this, you can work with Gaia to climb in frequencies, to get to your life. When you connect with your body, your life changes. Like your experience of life changes. I know this sounds really weird from the dualistic perspective. I get that many beings are skeptical. But I've experienced it. I've experienced the shift, and I was in the dualistic perspective most of my life. And now I see energy. Not in the way that people think. Like, oh, is it colors in the... Like, yeah, that can come, but I don't see that way. Not predominantly. Sometimes. Many times, actually. But it's not the main thing. The main thing is reading Gaia. Like just paying attention to what's going on. Pairing that what that means. It is a lost art to be able to read Gaia from this energetic perspective. which governs everything about your life. It is the base operating system that will govern how well your other system and what levels in frequency you will be able to take it. Literally, your spaceship. Where's my coconut water? So we have had a rainbow all this time. I've seen it right there, very clear. It's so fun. I love Gaia. It's very beautiful when you truly get that it's visceral, like the connection with Jesus and the Ascended Masters and Gaia is visceral. It's not like I've gone most of my life in the dualistic perspective wanting this connection, hearing everyone else was connected. I'm like, what? How do you pair? And no one knew that it was because we're not embodied. Like that was not even a thing. But slowing down was. And that got me into the body. Using certain frequencies that we're also using on the Gaia sessions to get your body into a better sort of meditative frequency. There are certain rhythms that affect the body in specific ways. And so, yeah, calibrating to that flow between those two energies, those two poles. It's the most important thing that you can do, because from there, that's why it's called A Course in Miracles, because it is, but only if you get it, only if you get how this works. Otherwise you're gonna project onto everyone else. Me too, probably, right? That's the nature. It's the nature of the ego. It's the nature of this. But if you look at what's happening and start to comprehend that it's just one aspect, it does not get to dominate because it's just one aspect, thinking, calculating, but clarifying that so that they can fully operate in harmony with Gaia. You know, like, it's so simple when you're here. When you're here, it's so simple. But I get beings from the dualistic perspective. I get it. Because we came from there. So, if you're interested to shift, to get into this holistic perspective, then we are inviting you to these 28 days of consciousness shift. We are having a new one starting every 28 days. And right now we're starting one on Saturday. We have so many options for everyone to join. And we are really excited to just really get that other beings also get this, and that we can really start to have an impact on this world. You know? Okay, I'm gonna turn around the camera. I'm gonna show you. It's still here. And that will be the final little. Let's see here. Oh, let's see. See if we can get it there. You see it? It's sort of, let me see if I can, it's sort of here, there and up. See if I turn it down a little bit. Oh, there, it's better to see it like that, huh? That's been like that ever since we started recording. Been following and following and following, and this is such a magical journey. I just wanted to share this with you guys, and I hope that all of you are doing well. I hope that please let us know how it's going with the 28 days, and we are looking forward to re-engaging more connection with you guys. We have been in full full work mode for a while, and frequency alteration mode, so we have shifted a lot of realities. So we are so excited for what's to come, and we're excited to invite you to come along for a ride. All right, sending you so much love. Ciao.